Hi, everyone. Linda Israel here. Thank you so much for being here during my live stream. I greatly appreciate your support. I've pre-recorded this so that we can have some of the behind the scenes done while you listen to me for just a moment. I again want to thank you so very much for being here during my live stream. If you could, give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends so that they can come join us. And if you will also give me a comment in the comment section after this video is done, and then definitely speak up in the chat and say hi. Lastly, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Now, if you're watching this as a replay, generally, if you're on a computer, you can go down below and look for the little gear. You can change that and make the speed faster. If you're on a mobile device, look up in the corner, up in this area for 3 little dots, and you can change the speed there as well. Those of you that are here live, do definitely speak up in the chat. I greatly appreciate you being here. Well, those that are here live earn a virtual currency. Junkie Joe should be coming up here in just a moment, and you'll be able to check how many bucks that you have. What are bucks? They're junk bucks. It's just a virtual point system that I have created on my account when we're live so that you can redeem those once you get to 2,000 for a $10 off coupon to my shop. So you can type exclamation point bucks to see how many that you have. And if you have 2,000 and you're ready for a coupon code, type exclamation point award, and my official note takers will take down that information. Now, if you haven't already created an account on my website at lindaisrael.com, please do so, and then send me a message through the contact form letting me know what your YouTube username is. Why? So I'll have your email address and I can email you your coupon code. Also, if you make a donation throughout this live stream, you can be added to my YouTube donators membership that I have on my website. So again, create an account, say, hey, Linda, I donated, and tell me what your username is on YouTube if it's different. That way I can get you added to that. At the end of this stream, I will have journals made, and you will have the opportunity to win one of those journals. Throughout the live stream, we'll have some various raffles, and we also have in-chat games. So be looking out for that in the chat, and I'll kind of speak it up when I get to it. For example, if you type exclamation point raffle, right now you can be in a chance to win 200 junk bucks. So you'll be well on your way to getting 2,000 junk bucks. Normally, Robin is my official note taker. Sometimes Angelica is my official note taker. It kind of depends on what's going on. These are members and administrators of my Facebook group, the Friendly Junk Journal People Facebook group. If you haven't joined that group, we'd love to have you come and join us over there. What else? Let's keep the chat upbeat, friendly, and helpful. Hey, if you have a question, try to put it in all caps. That way I'll see it. If I don't see it, please don't be offended. The chat sometimes moves fast, and I'm usually looking down trying to create things. So please ask again. But if you know the answer that someone else's question, please go ahead and answer for them. I greatly appreciate that. Let's see, what else? Oh, if you have a YouTube channel, you can't post your link, but you can say, I have a YouTube channel, and tell us a little bit about it. Tell us your channel name, something like that. Tell us what you do. We're going to get started here in just a moment. I'm looking at the time. So roughly 5 minutes is when I'll get started. So it should be just a few more seconds. So definitely hang out in the chat, and we'll get started here in just a moment. I think we're alive. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I need to clean my hands a little bit. I hope you are having a great day. Someone needs to get the Russian guy off that's trying to put a link in, I think. Thank you all so much for being here today. I need some lipstick again. Here you go. You get to watch me put some lipstick on real quick. I hope you had a great weekend, that you had a Happy New Year. Happy, happy, happy. Y'all enter the raffle if you haven't. We're live. I got stuff all over me. Time keeps on slipping into the future. It's been a whirlwind the past few days for me. I've been busy working on some things around the house and trying to get ready for today. I've updated and added a bunch of new beeline designs, rubber stamps that are all, I put it in a category of amour, love, and hearts. So I went through most of my website. If I missed one, let me know what it was and I'll get it added. But I made a category that if you do a search for hearts and then you click on that stamp or stencil, if you look underneath the description or the first few lines, there's some links that you can click, and one of them should say amour, love, and hearts, and then you can see all of the stamps and stencils and even chipboard pieces that I have in that category. But these are some of the new rubber stamps, and I've used almost all of them in this journal somewhere, except for I think one of them I may not have. I'm using from Calico Collage. I'm going to show you what I did for the front cover so far. Oh, I lost the stamp. The Victorian Rose journal kit, and this is one of the pages in the kit. I feel like it's really too bright. Let me see if I can fix the brightness here. It seems like it's a little too bright. Is that better? I don't think it is as bright as it was. And then I have added some coffee dyed lace down the edges here. I've also added some tulip dimensional glitter paint on the front part of the cover. And then the inside I just kept pretty much plain. And then this one has some really frilly lace. I only had a small piece of it, and I've been trying to figure out where I could use it. And since I thought, well, I'm going to make 3 journals today, I'll just put a different lace on each journal, or a variety of laces that I'm using. That's the inside. And then here is this one, which is relatively plain, but I still think it's quite pretty. And then there's the inside of that. So those are some of Norella's new images, and we're going to make a journal page here to get started. I've got a book page. This is out of a Lyman's Bible Encyclopedia, and it measures almost 10 inches by 7 1/4 inches. I decided to have a variety of sizes in the journal this time. I also have a stencil, Hearts with Flair, that I'm going to use, and I dyed some papers. That's, if you didn't see this in the, thank you Chris, in the Friendly Junk Journal People Facebook group, I posted a few photos of my process. I make a bath. I put the papers in that dye bath. In this case, it was Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist and water. So it took this paper, you can kind of see how green tealy color it is, and changed it. And I also did some coffee, and I tried some Easter egg dye, and it just didn't really, it wasn't dark enough for me. So I ended up going with the Tattered Angel. So we're going to work on this. I've got scrap of paper here. I'm going to put down these 2 pieces, and I'm using the Hearts with Flair. I'll line it up on top. I'm going to grab the Mermaid Lagoon Distress ink. Where is my brush? Why does this happen to me? I had it here. Ah, it was turned over. Mermaid Lagoon. I got it. I labeled it. These are those makeup brushes. So I'm just going to kind of line this up. And I'm going to be gentle with this because it does have that little swoop. And if you are rough, you'll break it because it's thin. But it makes such a pretty design. If you didn't know, these are stencils that I drew the design. So I hand drew this design. And then I take it into a computer software and turn it into a cut file. And we use it on our laser. All right, so I got those 2 pieces. You love this stencil? Yay, Sam, I'm glad you like it. I think it really turned out pretty, so it's a fun one. All right, so what do I do with it? I'm having issues with my shirt. The sleeves are really long. I think I prefer a 3/4 length sleeve, even though you can see my hairy arms. I don't know why. I guess I don't like it on my wrist as much, and I feel like it's a little more comfortable. I think I'm going to have to start looking at my shirts differently when I buy new ones. Okay, so what did I just do with those? I took one of Norella's digital pages that's in this kit. Now, if you don't get the kit, think about things you already have. Maybe you have some scrapbook paper. Maybe you've got some wallpaper, or make your own papers. Maybe you get them out of an old catalog, or you get them out of a magazine or a calendar. So, think about things you have and try to go through that and replicate what I'm doing, but maybe instead of hearts, you use diamonds or stars or flowers. And maybe if you didn't have this stripe, you make your own. You take a piece of paper and just kind of make ridges across it. I don't know, but don't think that you have to do exactly what I'm doing. Because this paper is relatively narrow, I'm going to center this across the bottom, and I'll just use Aleene's tacky glue. I'm trying to look here. We're just too strong for breaking them. Yeah, get that scrapbook paper out, Margie, and use it. I've got a lot of scrapbook paper that I'm trying to every so often, I'll go through it and pull out a couple of sheets and then cut it up. I know we love our paper and we think, oh, but I only have one sheet of that. Use it. There is not going to be enough days in your life if you don't use it now. It will end up being unused. So get your stuff out and use it. All right, so I got that. Isn't that pretty simple? I'm going to flip this over and do it on the other side. Those big bisects are a problem. Exactly. I broke a stencil earlier today. I was like, oh, dang it. So I went and got another one. I can do that for my stash. So that's why I'm reminding you. Be gentle. Okay. So there we go. We're just getting really started, really simply, okay? But we're going to change it up a little bit. I found this trim in my stash, and it was brand new and had not been opened. I opened it today, believe it or not. So I'm going to cut a couple of pieces of it. I just thought it was so pretty that it would be a perfect little touch. And it's flat, so it's a flat trim, and that means that it won't, I'm going to see if I want to do this. Okay. It won't bulk up your journal too much. These other papers that I'm using, oh, thank you, Margie, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Are text weight paper on this particular one, so it's not going to make that too chunky, but we're getting some pretty embellishments across our page. Okay, and then I just put little dots of glue behind the leaves, and we'll flip it over and do this one. Some of these trims, if they're kind of plasticky, they may not stick with Aleene's tacky glue. So you'll want to use something like the Best Glue Ever, or maybe if you have the, I think everybody else has like the Art Glitter Glue. Some people like to use Fabri-Tac. It just kind of depends what you like. Isn't that kind of pretty? Just a simple trim. Hey, Julie. Hello, Veronica. So glad to have you here. And Laura and Sam. And I said Margie and Giovanna and Bonnie. Y'all, thank you so much for being here. Hey, Lori. Lori, I got a package from you today. I am going to use it as a giveaway. Henry brought it home, so basically all I did was open the package and read your note, and I was like, oh, cool. In fact, this avocado dyed lace is from Lori. She sent it to me a while back, and I had just enough that I thought it would be really pretty to use on this journal. So I'm just gluing it down the edge here. I just put down a bead of Aleene's tacky glue and just kind of finger press it. And I put a generous amount because I do not plan to sew. And so that's why I'm kind of finger pressing it into place. I'm going to flip it around and do this side. Like so. So thank you, Lori. How do you use Super Chat? Super Chat is where you can donate to me if you so choose. You'll need to have a form of payment set up with YouTube, or you can go into the Streamlabs and use it and create a payment form there. And then it will put a big note on my screen, and you'll have a big note that'll show up in the chat whenever you make a donation. All right, so we got that going on, okay? So now I'm going to look at my little pile here. I've got some of Norella's little paper words that come in the kit. And I've got some of her little flowers. I've got a small mason jar. Hey, Janice, mason jar. And what else? Oh, yeah, I need a butterfly. And I have a butterfly that's from Norella's add-on kit. And I think I forgot to put the link in the description box, but if you use the other link, once you get to Norella's shop, just put in her search bar down below, butterflies, and you'll see a bunch of different ones. She's got winter colors and autumn colors. So if you're wanting tons of butterflies that you could fussy cut out, so I've got bunches of them here, you can grab those. Thank you, Lori, for your donation. And remember that when you do a digital file, when you do a digital download, when you tell your computer to print it onto your printer, you can print it in different sizes. And when I do it, I use Windows Explorer, and I will right click. Thank you so much, Ruby Lily, Janice, Lori, and Margie for your donation. I will right click on it in Windows Explorer, and then I'll left click on print, and then my computer is a Windows 10 computer. It will pop up with a dialog box that is basically geared towards photo printing because we clicked on a JPEG image. And I will go in there, and sometimes I'll tell it to print the image instead of printing it as a 8.5 by 11. I'll tell it to print it as a 5 by 7, or even a 4 by 6, or as an 8 by 10 if I want to make it a little bit shorter and cut the borders off of it. So you don't feel like you have to do it exactly the way that you get those digital files. And that's what I did with these butterflies. They were actually bigger, and I printed them smaller so I could have them. And then this is smaller so I could have them. And then this is one of Norella's jars that come in the kit. What do you think? Is that kind of pretty? Let's go! Started an avalanche. All right, so then I'm going to flip this over. Was that too fast? Did you see how quickly I did that page? Let's flip this over. All right, I'm getting all my thingies that I'm going to use. Okay, I need all of those. Need that. Oh yeah, I need that. Need all that. Okay. So this time I've got the wild stencil, and I've got one of these tear-off sheets. I pick them up at the dollar store, and so I thought that would be a pretty one to use today. And then I guess this is Wild Stencil 4, and I'm pretty sure I got it added to my website. Now I'm starting to doubt myself. I'm going to use the picked raspberry. No, I'm not. I'm going to use purple. I wanted purple. Where is the purple? There is that one. Okay. Should I put it in here? I had my brush in the wrong. I meant to do a different page first, and it had my brush in it. But that's okay. So I'm just going to come in here and gently use this stencil. It's just you. Oh, well, 2 people are saying it did. How's that? Is that kind of cute? And then I have some more of Norella's papers that I just trimmed down to fit my page. So in this case, I told you the measurements. I think I made these like 4.5 inches, 4 3/4 inches by 4 1/4. So it has a nice little patterning to it. And I want to check something here. Is there one better that I wanted to use? Yeah, let's do this one. Okay. So I've already gone around the edges with Distress ink. So I'm going to take this one and glue it down. And sometimes it's better if you fold your page back. Now, if you're working in a journal and not flat pages, just do the half page at a time. I try to make these techniques, they're versatile. You can just glue everything down. And if you need to sew a component, sew it to a scrap of paper and then glue it into place, and it'll have the look like you sewed it down. Hey, Jenny, welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, I must not have put the stencils up yet. I got them all named, but I don't think I've added them to the shop yet. I've been busy. All right, so this is one of Norella's new romantic poems. And I shrank this. I printed it as, no, this is a full page. This is a full page. I have to look. Yes, this is a full page. I shrunk it for something else, but I don't know if I'm going to have time to get to it today. I printed it as a full page, and then I just tore it into smaller pieces because I wanted to kind of, I don't know, have a little bit more to work with and make this collage-y look. So I've got a book page there, digital image there, a fake book page there. Then I have a rubber stamp that I want to use. So I'm going to use my jet black archival ink. This is the Bella Rose medium. I now have all 3 sizes in my shop. This is the medium. I'm just stamping in the background here. And I have the large and I have the small now. Uh-oh, I dropped something. There it is. Can't have that happening. All right, so now I've got this piece. Oh, I forgot. I was going to stamp on it. I'm going to stamp around the edge of this piece. Just barely around the edge so you kind of get hints of the rose. Just a little at a time. I love squirrels. What, am I already squirrely? All right. You're going to do another from the grocery bag thingy first this morning? Uh-oh. Distractions. Oh, cool, Sam. Doing something artful. It can be hard. You know, just try to make a small journal card. If it's a day that you're like, I'm just not feeling it, I don't have a lot of time, make a journal card or a little cluster or something like that. Oh, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, where you can extend it with other paper. I did that on a page. I'll show you. I'm going to give you a sneak peek. I added it on the edge of this paper. This is paper that I added on. I don't want to show it yet, I got to keep you in suspense until we get there. All right, so this one, I'm going to kind of put at an angle on here. So you kind of see the rose over here in the corner. Here's our collage pages. I know I hardly do those, so I thought I would do one today. Okay. And then off camera, just because of time, I stamped from my new set that I got from Beeline. This is the Heart Duo. This stamp I did on a book page in kind of a seedless preserves color. And then I cut it out and just dressings around the edge. Hey, Morgan, thank you. So I thought this would be kind of cute if I put it across the corner here so you see the roses in the background like so. So I'll put that right here. And then again from the stamps, I stamped the word love onto a scrap of pink paper. And I thought that would be kind of cute down here in the corner. Do something artful every day. Okay, what do you think? Is that kind of cute? All right, I'm going to flip it over. And then this time I've got another page from Norella. And I took a sheet of music from a hymnal. It's in the background. And then this is some coffee dyed lace. And I don't hardly ever make things like a pocket out of lace because it's so flimsy. So I decided just gluing it to, this is 2 pieces of paper here because that hymnal was very thin. I didn't want it to tear. And I just tacked it down with a little bit of the best glue ever, and then I was able to go to the sewing machine and zigzag stitch over it. If you don't have the sewing machine, it may look kind of weird, but you could possibly take a piece of paper and wrap it over to give it a black border. You could stitch it by hand. You couldn't really stamp on top of it. You could also use another trim that you glue on top of it. So I'm going to glue this down at the bottom as a pocket. And I should have made it a little bit narrower, but the lace was right at 5 inches wide. And I don't know how long it was. It was a piece that somebody gave me. It may have been from Lori, or it could have been from Fitzgerald. May have sent it to me. Lori Fitzgerald? Diane Fitzgerald. Hey, Chris, so the February box is going to be geared, let me find my stamps, towards, it's called Wild and Freed. It's going to be somewhat bohemian in style. So it'll have the cow skulls and dream catchers, butterflies and flowers and whatnot. And it will have stencils and Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist. It will have chipboard pieces, laser chipboard pieces. It has fabric and feathers, beads, charms. It will have full sheets of paper that you can cut up to any size you want, whether they be to cut up into journal cards or if you want to make journal pages out of them. You'll get some fibers that match the colors in the kit as well. Okay, what do you think? Just kind of cut it up really pretty. All right, and then I have Love is Like a Rose, The Joy of All the Earth, and that stamp name is called Rossetti, R-O-S-S-E-T-T-I. So if you do that, you'll find this stamp, and I did it on a scrap of paper. I thought this would be kind of cute as a tiny, tiny, tiny tuck spot. So I'm putting glue on all the sides except for the top, and I'll position it all right about here. Okay. And then this is the tiny, Beeline Design rose. So here's the medium one, and then here's the tiny one. And I colored it with some watercolor pencils. I added some of that tulip dimensional fabric paint, and I'm going to glue that right here in the corner. Like so. I'll hold it down for a second. Uh-oh, you missed the boss side, Lori. Jeez. Thank you, Sam. Yes, the kit has everything except for a needle and thread to make your journal. But you can use the fibers to hold it together if you wanted. Okay. I just realized that I need one of my little postcards. Let me grab a little scrap. I keep a little scrap of ivory cardstock here. This is my tiny postcard that you can find in my shop. So I'm just going to ink it up. I just need one right now. And I know I don't have any already cut because I've already used them all. So I'm just going to quickly cut it away from the big piece of paper so I can get that off my desk. And then I'm just using my Fisker scissors. And the key is to move the paper and not your scissors. So I keep my scissors in one place, and then I just slide the paper down where I need the cut. And to me, that fussy cutting is a lot easier for me if I do it that way. I just dropped my ink pad. All right, let's see. Am I missing anything? Tiny postcard. So now I'm just going in with Distress Ink Walnut Stain. And I'll get sloppy with it. I'll get it on top sometimes. And I thought that would be kind of cute to stick right there as a little postcard. And from the kit, Norella has these tags. I used my ID slot punch and then just put a piece of dyed lace through the top there. And then this is my curly swirly card stamp, and I took Norella's papers. I printed one of her pages, which I think is the same as this one. I think it's this one. And then I stamped it going in this direction, so I got a bunch of those out of one page, and I've used them throughout the journals. Really simple. What do you think? You like it? You love it? Do you want more of it? Here is another one that I made. Same concept. It's just going to have, don't tell me it glued down in there. Oh, we got it. Sometimes I put it in too soon. Little postcard again. Same things here, just different images. This turned out cute because that paper was already there. You want me to do a fussy cutting demo again? Yeah, I can do that. I can definitely do that. Give me a moment. All right, let me set this over here. And I won't do the whole thing, but what I do is I move the paper. So I keep my scissors stable, and sometimes I'll even use my other hand to hold my hand in place. And I just use my other hand to rotate the paper. And to me, it's a lot easier. I like using the Fisker scissors the best because they are spring action. So all I'm doing is just squeezing every once in a while. That seems to be less abusive to my hand. Now, my hands do get tired if I do, like I do for live streams. I'll do sometimes 2 sets of pages that need to be fussy cut because I know I'm going to make multiple journals, or there may be, I think this time there were 9 different fussy cut pages that I cut items from. Norella has a couple of kits that go with this, and I didn't even print all of the journal cards. that she has as an add-on that are quite pretty. And I think I may do something with just them because they're such beautiful images. But can you see how I'm just turning the paper and not my hand? And it gives you less fatigue. Poke, poke, nudge, nudge. Okay. I wasn't going to cut out the whole thing, but I may end up using it. Who knows? So if I cut it, I'll have it. This is my new Corner Roses stamp. Okay. All right. You were fussy cutting through Yellowstone? Cool, Lori. I have several pairs, Sam. Here's what I did. These are my old pairs. This is my brand new pair that I put some paint on the little turn. So these are super, super sharp. If I want to cut fabric or ribbon, I have those. I also have some nicer, larger Fisker scissors that I like to use on fabric. And these are fabric only, and they go away into another drawer. So, yeah, you'll want more than one pair. Trust me. Okay, let me put those back up there. I need to do the raffle, so we're going to give away 200 junk bucks. Aha. Oh, good, I do have these. Okay. We'll do those later. Okay. 200 junk bucks. You too many F words. Fine. Fellowship. Faith. Those are F words. Fabulous. Yeah, I have 3 pair. Yes. Well, and I just bought that new pair that is sharp because I've had mine. You've probably watched my tutorials for years. I'm talking years. I keep them for a long time. I am missing a pair, which I think may be up the shop, at the embroidery shop, that are pink handled, or they're inside something. They're probably off running amok with my label punch that, or tag punch that makes a little tag shape at the top, because I can't find that either. Not those F words. All right. Hey, Janet. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, Cobalt Con. Thanks for subscribing to me. All the F words, Morgan says. Let's get a dictionary and see what other words we could be saying. Alrighty. So, I think everybody's in the raffle. Let's pick a winner. Janice Brimmer, you're getting 200 junk bucks. Congratulations. All right. I have a tutorial for these kitten pocket altered paperclip. I think it's what it's called. Kitten altered paperclip. You can search that on my website, or you can search it on YouTube. And I have 4 of these. So depending on how generous I am today, I'll either give away 4 separate ones if that's what you would like, or I'll give 2 sets of 2. And they have a little pocket here. These are Calico Collage images. I've done some rubber stamping in the background. There's some fabric, little layers for your clusters. So here's where you can sit and make little clusters and have those ready to put onto other objects. The back is an altered paper clip that can slip over a page, okay? So, y'all let me know. Should I do 4 or do you want 2? Y'all into the raffle. Soccer for Bad Boys. I used to love watching Highlander. There can only be one. And then the actor that is in that he's gotten old and fat, so he's not as good looking to look at anymore, in my opinion. Okay, getting the next one. I can't let you see it yet. All right, so this time I have an envelope that is sealed shut. It measures approximately 8 1/4 by 5 3/4 in size. And I am going to, first of all, cut off part of this because I plan to put some journal cards inside the envelope. And I didn't want to lose the journal card because the height of the envelope, when you put the journal card in it, you couldn't see it. So I gotta remember my measurements. I'm talking 4.5. All right, so I'm going to cut this to 4.5 inches tall here. And who knows, I didn't do anything with that today, but I am going to save it. I think these could make some cute pocket / belly bands. So add some distress inks here, glue it there and there, decorate it, and then you can put something there, and then you can put something right behind it. But I didn't do that today. I thought about it. So I'm going to add some distress inks to this cut edge. Okay. Busy drooling? Kevin Costner is a real bad boy. All right, so I've cut that off, and I put this away, and I didn't mean to put it away yet. Well, the things I'm going to put in my pockets, I didn't want to use the halfway point, so I looked at my envelope, and I want to go this way, and I want to go 3 3/4, I believe. I dropped my ruler, so we go from here to here. Yeah, 3 3/4. I'm going to use my stylus tool. I don't use a scoreboard. It takes up too much room. I had one for years. I ended up selling it to one of my friends because she wanted it. I was like, you can have it. I use this because it's got the measurements on it, and I just use the rail as my straight point. And so now I've scored that so I can fold it. And I think I did it backwards, but that's okay. We'll do it backwards. Okay. We got that portion. So now I'm going to get a scrap of paper. Here we go. Scrap of paper for the show. Okay. I have got the trio leaf. I think that's what it's called. I forgot to put the name down for this one. I'm going to stamp this one all over. So I'm just kind of filling in. I don't really have to go in the center because I have things I'm going to be gluing on here. Oh, but I am going to do this side. I have to look. Yes. I don't want it to go all the way over, so this. Just kind of filling that in. I could have left that one. Oh, blank, and then we could have used that as writing space, but we're just going to go with it as it is, okay? All right, so we saw the super cute heart stencil earlier. I've got that little heart stencil, and I've got a little piece of paper that I trimmed already down to the size I wanted. And I've got the pink. No, I want to do purple again. We're gonna do the purple seedless preserves. This one's a little bit sturdier, so you can be a little bit rougher with this stencil. It's not as delicate as the one with the swirlies. What do you think? Kind of adding a little... Oh no, gotta stop eating. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying not to eat as much garbage. Okay. So we have this piece, which is going to go right there. Okay. I'm going to glue this down. Like so. Okay. And then this is the... Oh, I don't have it on this sheet. Oh, I can't remember. But if you do hearts or Valentine, I think it'll show up. There's a set of 4. It's got Lovebirds, Kiss Me, Valentine, and one other. You'll see some of them. I didn't use Lovebirds yet. But I thought this was kind of cute. I had some scraps left over of this paper. So I just tore a little piece. And we're going to glue it to where it's kind of hanging off the page. Your wish list grows. Healthy eating again. Yeah, I'm using the scraps. And I thought it'd be kind of fun just to have a small page. So this is going to become a page in my journal. Put that across there. And then this was another one of Norella's pages that I tore down to a smaller piece. I'm just going to put it in the middle. So it kind of covers up where the envelope had the name. Oh, remember, I do have a wish list now on my website. So if I mention a product and you want to remember it, head over to my website, type in that name, and then you can put a little heart on it, and it will show up in your wish list. So you may not be ready today to purchase it, but maybe a little bit later on you will. Okay, where's my little pieces? This is one of Norella's images that's in the kit. Isn't she pretty? I thought she'd be kind of pretty to put her right about there. We're going to make her a tuck spot. Like so. Let that dry, get a drink. All right. I'm going to let this dry before I put my thing in it. So I'm going to flip it over. And we're going to work on this side. And we've already collaged, or rubber stamped over here. We're going to collage. So I've got a few little things. Here's the Be Mine and some more of that scrap paper. I know I want to put that down. And then this is Allison from Beeline Designs rubber stamp. And I watercolored her with watercolor pencils because I thought she was kind of pretty. Added some distress inks around the edges. Of course, fussy cut her. And then this is from the new stamps that I have in my Torn Heart Duo. And I stamped that in the picked raspberry on a piece of watercolor paper. I wasn't sure if I was going to make this a tuck spot or not. So that's why I did that. And what else do I have here? Oh, I have one of the postcards. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this one kind of up at the top here. I didn't think you needed to see me fussy cut every single time. So this is a page just using a tiny amount of the digital, and all the rest are rubber stamps. If you have some old Sears catalogs or replica catalogs, you could find some ladies in some of those images to cut out in those books. And then I'm going to put this right here. See how that kind of collage came together? Put this right here. And I'm gluing this down, so I'm just going to kind of tuck it underneath where I want it. And I like that this is Be Mine Valentine. You could also put it this way. Nope, it'll be the same. Be Mine Valentine. All right, so let's do this side. This time I just wanted to keep it really simple. So I'm grabbing the Amour rubber stamp. I'll try to get it straight on my little block here. Grab some black ink and stamp that in the corner. Put my block away. And then I've got the little bitty Bella Rose again, the small one that I colored. And I thought it'd be really pretty down here in the corner. Okay. I like it. I hope you do too. All right, so let's put one of the tags that Norella had in her kit in there. And I made this shorter because I knew my library card stamped onto a printed page of Norella's images from this kit. And I fussy cut that out. I did print it on cardstock. And I just thought that came out really pretty as a little journal card sticking out. It says library card. And then I picked a couple of Norella's postcards that she has. There's like 2 kits, maybe 3 that goes with this Victorian rose. And I'll place those. Let's put them back to back. And since there's a woman on this side, I'm going to put it where the woman's facing the other way. So that when you come to this page, you kind of see her peeking out at the top. What do you think of that? Yes, it's going to be a page. Yes. It's going to be a page. Does that make sense? So the lavender envelope, Lori, it's not pink. It's actually kind of lavender. Will be a journal page. So if we come back to one of these pages. Oh, hello, Robin. Thank you for your donation. You know, we can put it here. Or if I get, let me get a plain page. Or if we put it like this, when it comes to a page. Like that. What do you think? I mean, you could put it up against one of these. But if you put it up against one of these, it really shows up. You could put it up against, this is from the Enchanted Rose journal kit. So you get those layers. I think I'm going to add some distress inks to the backs of these because I didn't before. And I was so worried that I wasn't going to have time today. I did a whole bunch of this stuff beforehand. So now I can take my time and finish embellishing these pages. All right, so I'm just going to add a little distress ink there. And I've got a couple more, so I'll just do the backs. And I may end up, because I have, well, it sticks out here, so I'm going to try to do something. Maybe if I stamp the back of that, let me get a little curly swirly stamp. So here, yes. So I've got from the curly swirly set, that little rubber stamp. And what I want to do is take this little guy and stamp it on the back of that little tab so it doesn't look so out of place. It looks unfinished. So now that looks better, doesn't it? Do that again. Oh, I lost it. So here's what the others look like. Valentine, be mine. It was supposed to go that way. I did it backwards. All right, so let's look at these. Is there anything else that we could put on this page? I've got time now. I can come back in. This one we didn't use fabric or lace on it. I do have, because I cut them out. I thought they were here, yes. I wouldn't want it to go over the page, I don't think, but we could put a tab here. Or we could glue down a piece of fabric. So I put my fabric in a little bin. And I thought I saw, where is it? Aha, I've got this little pink fabric. Oh, the free printables? Yes, if you are a follower of her newsletter, you should have seen where she gave away a 12 days of junk journal gift ideas on her sorry, I was distracted. I think I want to put that right here as a little tag. So I'm going to glue it shut with a couple of dots. And I'm going to do this 3 times because this is an envelope that I don't want to seal up. What I'm going to do is take this over to my sewing machine. So sewing lamb, and I'll sew it not onto the page. So this is a way that if you have a journal already made and you want the look of a sewn piece, then you can do it this way. All right, so I'm just kind of putting a couple of dots to keep it closed. Okay, and another thing you can do, because it's hard to sew on a little bitty piece of paper or fabric like this, so what I'm going to do is glue it just a little to a tiny strip of paper that I will glue this down on my journal, and it also helps me be able to feed this through my sewing machine. So I'll just kind of come down just a little bit. I'll do it again. So are you following what I'm doing? You've refilled your ink? Yay! Well, you might send her an email then and let her know you didn't see that. Because it was the 12 days of junk journal, 12 days of Christmas. And she did it for 12 days. She gave away a file. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to go over to the sewing machine and just stitch down the middle of this. So I have just a regular sewing machine. Today I have it set on 2 and 2 as a zigzag stitch, regular thread, regular needle. The key is to make sure that this is dry. In fact, I need to remind Henry, if you're listening, I need a black spool of thread. If you'll bring home a black spool, if you heard me. I'll have to call him later. So now we're just going to stitch down this. So I'm just going to put it in the middle where I want my stitches and then go down. And sometimes my machine won't feed immediately, so I'll just raise the needle and kind of slide it up. Kind of have to help it along when you first start. I should have started it further away from the edge because I knew I was going to cut these up. There we go. So just stitching them. Henry, pay attention to me. I need some thread. All right, so I'm just going to take my scissors and come in here and snip these apart. Cutting off the excess paper. So it's another reason to save those scraps of paper. So now I'm going to come on this back side, put a little bit of glue, and glue this down. And I'll make sure that you can't see the paper from the other side. All you see is the fabric. Okay? I'm going to do that again. And it's a tiny, tiny piece of fabric. So if you only have a little bitty bit of fabric, but you want to get more out of it, we'll cut it into smaller pieces. And just little touches like this. All right, so this one needs to go over here. I'm going to put this one down at the bottom just because I did this one backwards. That's still cute on that side though. What else could we put on there? Do we need anything else? I think they look pretty good. All right. I'm going to set this aside. And there. We had some lace on this one. I'm looking to see if there's any other embellishment. I never had this kind of time to come back and add anything. This could use something maybe. I don't know. We have the bird up there. Ah, that's what I'm missing, the butterflies. I didn't use the butterflies on this page. So here we go. That's what was missing. See, it's good that I get to look at them again. Yeah, you can use all of that. You don't have to throw it away. If it's really, really scrappy, again, take it and glue pieces down to a piece of paper and then sew over it. There we go. That's what it was missing. And I think we can go one more. All right, I never do this. We've got bling. All right, good. I got one. I think I can do this. We've got bling. If I can get it off the page. It may not stick. Okay, where do I want to put it? Let's put it right about there. There we go. Put some bling on it. Oh, that was not cut. This is self-adhesive bling. Oh, thank you, Nadine, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah. How about the little bling? And we can do one on this side, too. I kind of like having some time that I can come back in and add embellishments if I so choose. Usually I feel so rushed. All right, so let's put a little bling right there. Y'all see that? If I can get it off the little sheet. Some days my fingers don't work. Oh, good. You got some bling in the D-Stash pack. Yay! I forgot you got one of those. Okay, and then we'll put this right here. Okay, I like that. Just adding a little bling. I think we'll leave this side. Okay. This one looks good. So this page, I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do. I had some coffee dyed paper, and then I went in with the butterfly medium and maybe large, but just to put butterfly in. This is the bigger one. And I try to put the measurements of all the stamps so you kind of get an idea of what you're getting. So this one is roughly 2 inches tall by 3 3/4 inches wide. And I used the walnut stain ink and stamped it all over. You know, all of our journals can sometimes have, every page has a lot of embellishments on them, and you're, you know, got gator mouth. But if you come in and do something that's just the stamping over the page, it's very subtle. I think I want to come back, since I have a little bit of time. Let me grab another stencil and let's add some stenciling in between. See which one I want to use. Let's do the, I had the super cute hearts. Oh, I said I was going to do this. Let's do the should I do the butterfly stencil on top of the butterflies? Or should I do the heart flowers? Let's do the heart flowers. All right, so what color do we want? Do we want to do it in sepia tones, or do we want to do it in purple, pink, or Mermaid Lagoon teal? You tell me, which would you prefer while I look for my brushes. There it is. There's my brown brush. And I would do it with the walnut stain. Or we can do it with the pink. We can do it with the purple. Or we can do it with the Mermaid Lagoon. All right, y'all listening to me? I'm thinking, what do I want to do? I've already done all the sepia tones. I'm thinking the picked raspberry. Or you think purple? Okay, I'm going to do purple then. You're the first one that said something, so. It's not really, it's more of a pinky purple. And I'm doing it really softly, so I'm barely putting it on there. Do you see that? Purple, purple, purple. Okay, good. Purple, purple, purple. Okay, yay. I did purple. I call it purple. It's more seedless, pinky, magenta purple. But it matches the kit, so that's why I chose it. What do you think? With the butterflies in there? You don't see it? You can't see that? More? I want it to be faint so you can write over the page. You just add that to your wish list? It's a pretty stencil. It looks good as a gel print too. I'm just kind of filling it in. I'm not doing a lot of color really. But it's a great way to add color and texture to a piece of paper without making it super bulky. Well, now you see it, eye roll. Yeah, if you're hard, you can break the brushes if you're really hard. All right, you get to see me do this again. I hope you love it. I'm working on 3 journals. I just thought it would be better to do that. I had intended to make a Midori style cover and put all 3 journals inside. I got the fabric selected, but I didn't get the cover chipboard cut. And I was going to sew it together, and I had this whole idea. So what I may do is just do a tutorial on how to put together the Midori cover separately. And I'll borrow these 3 journals just to demo what it looks like when the journal's finished. Poke, poke, nudge, nudge. All right, let's get in on the raffle. Love to be able to write on these pages, Morgan. Well, you know how to do it. I kind of like it with the butterfly in the background. It's subtle. It's not in your face. And it just kind of alters that coffee dyed paper just a little bit. I didn't do a super dark coffee bath. Henry had made some coffee, and I said, well, are you done with your pot of coffee? Did you get all you want out of it? And he said, yeah. I said, okay, well, I want to reuse your coffee grounds because we don't dump them out immediately after brewing a cup of coffee. And he had not done that. So I said, can I just do more water through the maker? And he said, yeah, I can do that for you. So he went in there and did that for me. And I just used that coffee to dye my journal. It's like, if we're going to throw it away, so what does it hurt to just reuse the coffee grounds? I don't know if y'all have ever thought of doing that, but if you already make coffee, when you're done drinking all of the coffee and the carafe is empty, put some more water through the old coffee grounds and use that to dye your paper. Alrighty, how's that? Now my hands are dirty, so I'm going to clean them. Linda's journal's too. Aw, well, thank you. The name of that stencil is, where'd it go? Heart Flowers Stencil. Heart Flowers Stencil. Okay. A whole purple Valentine journal would be nice. Well, that's kind of, I was kind of doing more of the pinks and purples and teals together. Not necessarily traditional Valentine. This is my rose border rubber stamp. Real vintagey looking. Alrighty. So we got those pages made. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I feel like I'm shy. A journal page. Maybe I'm not. These, I think I'm going to leave just as they are. This is called the Dotted Scroll. And this is also Tattered Angels dyed paper. It's a nice shade of pink. I think my camera's off just a little bit. So I made some of those. These I decided just to zigzag stitch around the outside edge. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I used the heart flower stencil and sprayed it with dried lavender Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist. This is some more Tattered Angel dyed lace. I put down a generous amount of the best glue ever and let that air dry. And then I pressed that lace in. This is another one of my new stamps from Beeline. This is Heart Duo that I stamped here. And on this side, I used the Heart Cube that I used with all my heart. That's this one. And I used the Cherish, Cherish, Cherish to treasure, adore, value, and love. That's on this side. And then on this side, I used the smaller set again. I used the French Correspondence, which I think I put the stamp away. I did. French Correspondence, and just kind of kissed it like that. And then I used some of Norella's images there. Does that make sense? Love the heart stamps. I thought the heart stamps would be fun. I mean, it's not crazy over the top Valentine's. Then I had some music pages. I use these as the mop up. So I mopped up over the stencils, and that's how I got that pattern in the background. This is another one of the lace bits, and I just realized I guess I started to make that a text spot, but I didn't ever glue it all the way down. This is again one of Norella's images here. This is one of the pockets that comes in the kit. And then this is one of her beautiful, beautiful postcards. I'm supposed to do the raffle. Sorry about that. Y'all get in on the raffle. 2 more minutes. Here again is where I stamped the mason jar and the squirrely note on top of a printed page. Another one of the tags from Norella, and I added some lace. I know I hardly ever add lace, so I was really trying to add more bits here and there. I noticed this doesn't really have anything on it, but I think it's okay though. I think it's kind of pretty the way it is. I did use my technique that I shared about adding a fancy edge to your journals, and you can do that with a paper punch, and that's what I did here. On this side, I tore one of the journal pages. I hardly ever layer like that. Well, now I feel like it's really dark. What's going on here, camera? And layered it over the sheet music. I could have not used as much, but I wanted just to have that look of the torn edges. And this is one of the fussy cut elements, as well as this piece. And then over here, this is Lisa. I think that's right. She's a Beeline Design stamp that I fussy cut out, and I watercolored her hair. There's the little heart again, stamped on a book page. The postcards are all part of the Victorian Rose journal kit. This is a rubber stamp. I used the large Bella Rose stamp on here, so we've got represented in this journal all 3 sizes of that Bella Rose. Okay, there's our journal page. Okay, I've got to look to see. We're going to give away 2 sets. You're not going to get to pick. I'm just going to give them to you. We're going to pick 2 names. So I'll mail out 2 kits, okay? Or 2 sets of the altered paper clips. Isn't it a beautiful kit? It's a gorgeous kit. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, yes. Okay, there they are. I couldn't find the pages. I thought I was missing some, but I found them. Okay. And while we're doing that, Lori sent me some stuff. So y'all in the raffle? Kitties! Oh, you think well, oh, yeah, you could, if you wanted lines across there, you could stamp it on top of it, and then you would have lines. Yep, that's a possibility. Okay. Ah, that's what I didn't do. We'll do it afterwards. Okay, let's pick the winners. You're cuckoo for kitties? Kitties, kitties, kitties. All right, let's do the giveaway. And the first winner is Sheila, Creative Nana. Congratulations. All right, I think I have your mailing address. Didn't I just send a prize to you? If not, make sure you head over to my website, lindaisrael.com, and give me your mailing address. All right, let's pick the next winner. Sam, you're getting a set of these kitties. Thank you so much, ladies. All right, I'm going to set that aside. Lori Morgan sent some journal cards to me. I haven't even really looked at all of them. So we're going to give away some of these journal cards. So Lori said, sometimes collaging really calms me and I get carried away, and made 36 journal cards. I thought perhaps you could use these yourself and as a giveaway. And she's got this really pretty bright paper that she wrapped it in. And then she tied them with some tulle that's all curled up. That's kind of pretty. What kind of tulle is this, Lori? Because it really curls. So it makes a great embellishment. So she collage. So here's what you do. You can take a big sheet of paper if you want and put that down and then just start slapping things down on them. Or you could cut cards down to a size and then collage individually on them. What did you do, Lori? Did you have a main big sheet? Because it looks like the backs of some of these match some of the others. Or did you do each individual card? Let's reset this. Go, yes, yay! All right, so let's put journal. Journal cards from Lori. Okay, so we'll give away some of these. What do you think? I don't know. Hey, Hug, you're very welcome. Aw, thank you so much. So let's see, we got 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, good. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So let's give away 2 sets of these today, and I may save the rest of them for next week. Cool, cool, cool. I'm gonna keep this. I may use it. Okay. It's a lot of cards, isn't it? I used ugly book pages and collaged big pages and then cut into fourths. So there you go. So that's a way, you know, if you have an ugly paper that you didn't like, could be scrapbook paper. It just could be, you know, garbage paper that you have. Well, you're just collaging over it just to create something. Okay. And if you want to have actual writing space on the backside, add another piece of paper. She's kind of did that with the seating chart. That's kind of cool. Alrighty. So I took some of the journal pages that are book pages of Norella's and printed them single-sided because I wasn't sure what I was going to do, and I ended up gluing them back to one of the printed pages, and I added a little bit of one of her digitals, and I added a butterfly up here. I think we need a little something, so I'm going to use the remaining time here to put something on the front of here. So let's look at what I have left over in the bits department that came with the digital downloads. I have misplaced already a bunch of images that I rubber stamped. Got these cards. I don't know where they went. All right, I've got a tiny envelope. I didn't make the big envelopes. I shrunk them. I've got 2 of those that I made. Got some little pieces here. And some words. Oh, and I have the word lovebirds. You know what? Let's get a bird and stamp that. Isn't that pretty with the stripe? And then here's with the flowers this way. Here it is with that stripe. Kind of see the different... All right, Cameron, why are you acting like that? Oh, these will be cute. Okay. Well, I'll use the robins. How's that? All right, so I'm going to set these aside. Let's put the robins onto a block. That one's not big enough. We'll do this for now. This is the Robin stamp, and I think this piece of ivory is big enough. I'm going to stamp it 3 times. Robins! You know what I did not use? I did not use a doily. And I don't know where I have some right now. I'm looking to see if I can see some. All right, that one was a little light, but we got it on there. Okay, let's color them a little bit. I'm not going to do them in the traditional robin color. I've got this crimson, so we want their chest of one of them, right? He needs to be a little bit redder. So we'll make that the male. This kind of looks like a baby with the fuzz on it, but okay. And these are just color pencils. This is Venetian red. It's kind of a brown. I'm just going to go across the branch just a little bit. Am I staying in there? All right. I'm going to stamp on Robin. No. Don't glue Robin to my journal. Oh, dear. All right, let's do a brighter pink. Oh, I colored a leaf pink when I meant to color the flower. I'm just loosely coloring into the spots. I'm not getting precise, because I know when I get my watercolor brush, that will clean it up a little bit. We need to give her a little bit more color, so I'm going to kind of get a lighter shade of a brown. This one is terracotta, so we'll give her the baby, a little bit of the brown on their belly. Okay, and we'll just kind of go down their back. I'm going to do the same on this one. Because at first they all start out the same color. I don't know why my camera's acting up. Let's give Nepal's yellow. We're going to do that on their beak. And then I need a green. So I'm just grabbing a green, and we're going to do a green. Thank you so much, Kathy, for your donation. Ada, Nadine, Robin, Morgan, Lily, Ruby Lily, Janice, Lori, and Margie. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, we're going to have to move fast, because I want to put this in there, and then I got to put the journals together. Okay. Where is my water brush that has water in it? All right, so we're going to water brush. I'm going to start with the pink first, and I'm just going to dip my brush in there. You squeeze it, and more water comes out. I want this to go pretty fast. I sometimes would color it with Tattered Angels, but sometimes if I use too much Tattered Angels, then the paper stays wet for a while. We're in a hurry. I'm going to try to keep track of how many journals I make this year. I was talking to one of my friends, members of the Friendly Junk Journal Facebook group, and she was saying how many journals she had made last year. And I think I made at least 50 to maybe 70. I don't know. It is a high number. I didn't have enough green on there, so. And I just cleaned my brush off onto a towel that I have. Oh, thank you, Laura, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so now I'm going to do the bird brown. Try not to do their eyeball. Okay, and I'll do the bird back here. I guess these are both babies now that I see the fluff on top of this one. See how fast I can go. All right, I just noticed that I did not color their feet, so I'm going to do that real fast. It's what you start to notice as you color it in. All right, I need to do their bellies. All right, clean my brush and do the yellow. Oh, cool. The no mess in coloring books. I really like these water brushes because when I go on trips, if I want a watercolor, all I got to do is just stick this in a cup of water and it will suck up the water. I don't have to try to mess with figuring out how to fill it. You just take it apart and you squeeze it and then dip it in the water and unsqueeze it and it fills right up. So it's a great little water brush. Okay, so now what I need to do is fussy cut these out. And I put my scissors away. There they are. I may do it as a, not a tight fussy cut. How's that? Not super tight. We can come back in with some Distress inks around the edges. I may kind of curl that around. Maybe not so sharp. And then we could do lovebirds above or below or something, right? All right, let's put some Distress ink on there. Where'd that go? Bad baby birds. They're nice water brushes. Oh no, had baby birds pecking your windows. Okay. So what if we put lovebirds? Now we need something else. So I'm going to look to see. And I don't think I have any doilies right here. All right, let me look. I could not find any doilies, but I found this pink fabric. So, what if we put something like that? Now, I can't really make this, If I want to make it a tuck spot, I need a foundation to put behind there. So, let me get some book pages. Let's see what I have here. I have this. We could paint that pink or teal. I think teal. Okay. So we need 1, 2, 3. It's not very thick paper, it's rather thin. So I'm just looking for some book pages I can use. I think I got enough there. All right. So we want to make this into some kind of a little pocket. So I'm going to glue it onto this other book page because it is so thin. Okay. And I'm looking for the foam folder I put away. All right, so I'm going to do that again. Another book page here. I could probably get 2 out of this, but I think I'm just going to try to do 1 per sheet. Okay, I think this will fit over there. It's just dictionary pages. I have no idea what it says. I'm not even looking at it. Okay. I think what I want to do is spray these to be a turquoise color. I'm just cutting them apart. Well, I'm almost out of this Royal Peacock, so I'm going to try to use it. Oh yeah, that'll be good. It doesn't have to be super dark. I just want the color to go behind that pink ribbon. So I'm going to use my heat tool and dry it. Oh no, Marge, you got to use that stuff. You know, I kind of have ADD with crafting, and occasionally I just find that some days I will sit and make journal cards, or I'll make altered paper clips, or I'll just work on mini journal ideas. And then sometimes I'm too busy making rubber stamps and adding them to my website and all that stuff. I'm just drying this a little bit. Okay. So this ribbon is 2 1/4 inches. So if I make a 2, yeah, let's cut off the edge a little bit. 2 1/2 inch wide strip. Cut this off. Oh, I want to cut off this white area. That's what I want to do. I don't want that. There we go. Now let's do 2 1/2 inches. And then we'll cut it at 5 inches. And then this little lace can go on here with our little love birds. You see what I'm doing? All right, so I'm going to cut these. Cut them apart first. And go really fast when I know what I need to cut. So I'm just cutting off the excess, and that gives me a straight edge. And I'm cutting off the excess, 2 1/2 inches, 5 inches. And just like that, I have 3 of those to cut. All right, let's go ahead and put some Distress Inks on those. Still a little damp from the Tattered Angels, but I think we're going to get there. Oh, cool, cool, cool. I can't wait to see the pictures of it, Lori. I've seen other people do some conversions on dressers. All right, so do I want to attach that by sewing it? I think I'm going to. All right, so what I'm going to do is cut this to be the same width as my piece. We're going to go to the sewing machine and we're going to sew this. I'm finally using this lace. I've had it for a while. Okay. Sewing lamb. We're going to sew right across the top and then around this edges here. Okay. Is that pretty? You like it? Hey, Rhonda. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so I'm back over the sewing machine. I'm going to start with it. I want it all first knuckle finger width. I couldn't find my paper doilies. I usually have some in my studio, but I think I've used them all, so I have to get more. I'll trim off this excess here, but there's the first one. So it's better to cut it too wide than not wide enough. I think I have doilies in my wish list on Amazon. Because I use them occasionally, but I'm always out of them. For my personal use, I have them for the business side to put in kits. All right, one more. My kind of measurements, you like that? What are some things that theme-wise you would like to see for a future subscription box as I finish sewing this? I'd love to know what kind of themes you would like to see. The next one is going to be Bohemian, Wild and Free is the kit concept. It's going to have some beautiful bright colors in it. So there's that piece. What would you like to see? So the next one will be in May-ish, I think. All right, so this one doesn't need to be trimmed. This one does a little bit. And we'll trim this one. All right, so now what I'll do is we'll glue this guy, or the couple, or the babies, on top. So I'm just kind of adjusting how far up I want to go. So right about there, get some glue. It's going to be right about there in the middle. I'm going to grab an acrylic block and put on top, so that'll squish it. Just squish it. Squish it. Just squish it. And I've got all these pieces of paper now over here to the side. We'll move them. Okay. Do the next one. Right there. I'm really trying to glue this down so that it stays flat. It's right about there. Another acrylic block. Do this one. You love those colors together? I thought it was a good choice. Oops, stuck to my fingers. All right, so we'll put that right there. Let's go back to the first one. It may need a little bit more glue. There. And we'll put this right here in the corner. And then I'll put it back on the bottom. Go to this one. I need a little bit more glue. Glue down the lovebirds. Put that right there. I didn't really need another pocket, but might as well. I have these little thingies. I think that's what happens to me, as I should have just done a little tuck spot, but I end up doing a whole pocket. All right, so let's come back to this one. And we're going to glue that down. Doesn't that turn out pretty cute there? That way. Put that right there. Put a block on it. And we'll do the same here. Get the next one. glue it and block it. You like that, Sam? Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Put that there. Okay. All right, so while that's drying for a moment, I'm going to look at my journal cards I have over here to the side. Okay, so I've got this little journal card and a couple of little envelopes. So we'll put those in the pockets. And, oh, will that fit? Oh, I have a large journal card here. And I happen to have 3 of those, so that'll be perfect. Okay. So now I know I'm going to put on this side. I'm going to, for grins, flip that over for a second so I can think about what I would put over here. Well, I have these little, well, I hate to cover that up, but I can put this one here. Oh, wait, let me flip this over. Put that one there. Maybe put this butterfly one down here. And we'll put that one up there. Okay, I think that's what we're going to do. And then we got to put this journal together. I'll put this one, oh, it's going to put it over the apron. I may put it over the apron. Thank you, Barb. You like the little birds? Thank you. I thought it would be kind of cute. Hey, Barb. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for the donation. All right, we'll put that up here. So now we have a journal card that we can slide in here. I'm not putting your shit all the way down in. And then I've got this little journal card. And we got another postcard. This is one of those little envelopes. There's nothing in the envelope. I just folded them up. And then this one. How's that? I may have a few little things left over, but I think I may do something else with those. We'll see. I'll lay them right here. Okay. Like that one. We've got this one. That might be pretty in the center of the journal. I don't know yet. We're gonna think about it. I've got these text weight papers. And let's see. I have this collaged paper for this one. Maybe that should be in the center of the journal. And I'm going to do them the opposite direction so that these are on the outside edges. I don't necessarily have to have these right across from each other. I think they look good this way. Oh, thank you, Ada. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. All right, so then I've got this little guy. All right, so these are from the Enchanted Rose journal kit. And I glued some fancy trim. I don't know where it came from. It may have been something that... Why is my camera so cranky today? Lori, is this something you gave me? Does this look familiar? I don't understand why my camera is so cranky today. And then on this side, I just printed another one of the pages and used the butterfly. Here's my curly swirly again. Here's the Cherish stamp on a scrap of cardstock that I sprayed with Tattered Angels to make it pink. I just realized I'm not in the camera shot. To make it pink. And then I used the trio, leaf trio, I think it may be called, in the background. Of course, stamping the curly swirly and then one of Norella's kit images there. This is from the Enchanted Rose again. Enchanted Rose, same concept. Enchanted Rose. So, do we like the idea of that? Or would it be better to be there? Or would it be better on the pink? I kind of like the pink behind that. Yeah, pretty pinks, the avocados. I really want this first. Okay, I think that's what we're going to do. And I think I'm going to do the pink. And then we're going to put this over here. We're going to put... Oh, well, that'll be the very first page. All right. No, I don't want that to be the first page. I'm going to slide this over here. Like that. Okay. And we're going to make one of these be the first pages. And I think it'll be this one. Okay, that'll be the first page. And then I need pink, purple. And then this page. Printed page. Music. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I got it. I had to get my order of the way I want my pages to go. And then I've got the covers here. Let me see. Yes, that's the last one. Okay. So I'm going to grab a cover. Then I'll grab the first journal page that I want to put in here. So they have the cover and then that page. And then this page. And then this page. Then we have the little short page. And then the pink page. I think that's what I want. I think. Beets, cabbage. I haven't done beets or cabbage or onions. Maybe that's what I need to do is head over to the grocery store. Why are you not working? That's odd. One piece of paper feels larger than all the others. All right. We're just going to keep going. I think this paper that I have was a miscut. And it's actually bigger than 8.5 by 11 by just a smidge. All right. I think this would be the center. But I think I'm changing my mind now. All right, open this up, and we have this pretty page, and then we have the stencil page. We got laces on the edge. We have a plain edge. Okay, I think that's what I need to do is rearrange this to be maybe like that. That way there wasn't two of the pages that didn't have edges on them. And I think I may swap this. Keep losing my journal card out of that little pocket. All right, does that look better? So when we flip through it, I'm getting the variety of different edges. Like there's an edge that doesn't have stitches on it. This one doesn't have a lace on the edge. And then this one didn't have lace. So I kind of split those up just a little bit. All right, so we need to swap these two. And I need to swap these two with this one. Right? Right. Okay. I know, I'm taking more time this time. You like that? Wait. Yeah. Is that what we did? Okay. You like it? Thank you so much. The variety of different sizes of pages. And that goes in the middle. And then the last one, it's got the super long lace on it. And I did it that way because this journal is going to have a different page that I haven't really shown you the whole thing yet of. Because it has a folio. There's a folio in this kit, and I only made one. So I decided that one journal would have it. Okay. And the last one. And it has the upside down butterfly. Apparently that's a thing that I'm going to be doing from now on. You have a cart full of stuff, Barb? There's no spins. It's got to end. Well, Barb, are you making things right now? That's what I want to know. Are you making things with the stuff you already have? Because I'd love to see it. Send some photos. Hey, y'all, if you've purchased from my shop, if you could, I would greatly appreciate it if you would go back to that product page of the item that you purchased and leave a review of that purchase, please. A kind one. I'm getting wax linen thread. I'm going to cut 3 times the height of my journal. Since I'm doing 3 journals, I'm going to go ahead and cut 3 times the length that I need. And I will put it in my bookbinder's needle. Y'all enter the raffle if you haven't already. I've got these large paper clips, so I want to make sure that I've got my pages centered the way I want them before I poke my holes in it. Okay. Generally, I make an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper folded in half. This time I kind of mixed it up just a little bit with the 8.5s and 8 by 10s in a sense, folded in half. And I'm noticing that this one paper that I dyed, it's actually larger than 8.5 by 11. So I think I'm going to have to start cutting it before I start using it again. All right, so I've got a little template that's falling apart. And I'll put it in the center. And I've got my Tim Holtz craft pick. I'm going to punch 3 holes. We're going to do a pamphlet stitch. Ah, your daughter's living there. You got to get her. Yeah, you got to get that sorted. All right, we'll start in the center. Pull the thread. I got way more than I need, but that's okay. I was going to make a Midori cover to go with these. I think I said earlier, and I was running out of time. I was concerned I wouldn't get everything done. And I actually had more time than usual. Need to buy a baby barn for the books. Oh! To go with your big barn. Alright, so I want to make sure that my threads are tight. Oops, I just lost my needle off my thread. Come back here, you unruly thing. Can't see. Okay. Slip that under there. Pull it down to here. Ooh, I think I may have time today to put charms on. Alright, we got those. We'll do it at the end so I can do all of 3 of them. I put bling in this journal. We used Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist. I don't think I sprayed any today, or did I? Yes, I did. I did. It was teal. It's fluffy. Let's sit on it for a moment. Ugh. Okay, do the next one. All right, let's line it all up. I thought the envelope was kind of fun. Did you like the envelope idea? I use waxed linen thread. I get it from Amazon. It is cheaper for me to just give you the link than to try to offer it in my shop. And this is what you would get, this big giant spool. The sewing song. You have the fluffy lace. Well, I only had a little bit of that fluffy lace, but I thought, okay, I'll use it on this journal. All right, let's get this in the center of the journal. All right, y'all get in on the raffle. I will be giving away 2 sets of journal cards handmade by Lori. And then we're going to do the flip through of this journal. Yeah, it's perfect for the envelopes. You like the envelope? Yay! So, you know, even if you got large envelopes and you're like, well, I can't use these, those are too big. Well, look at them differently. Fold them, cut them, make pockets out of them. Yeah, I know it. It just kind of replicates, doesn't it? You're like, where did this come from? I thought I was using stuff up. How come I'm having to get another container? Okay, cut this off. Remove the paper clips. Another fluffy one. Okay. Last one. Get this in the center of my journal. Get this in the center of my journal. Gotta center the journal page. Okay. Oh, gotcha, Lori. Just use the big punch to punch them. depends on the style of binding that you like to use too. Since I like the pamphlet stitch, I like that it stays relatively tight. It don't seem to come loose on me when I use the wax linen thread in this fashion. Doesn't really change the integrity of our pages. All right, try and get this where I can sew up the page. Ooh. I think we're having 15 bean soup for dinner tonight. It seems to be our go-to meal these days. We put fresh avocado and we put fresh onion on this 15 bean soup, as well as cheese and crumbled up to tortilla chips. It's quite tasty. It's kind of like taco in a bowl without the, but it's a little bit more of a soup. Okay, let me grab the charms. I need to put a ribbon around this house you gave me, Giovanna. I keep picking it up by the lid. All right, let's see what we have. Pretty sure I saw, there's a heart. Let's see if I've got some more in here. There's a tiny little heart. I see a tiny little heart. Well, I thought I had more hearts. I'm digging. Oh, there's a rose. And I think that's a rose. And let's see if we've got another one. Dragonfly. I have dragonflies. Alright, so we're going to do dragonfly, dragonfly, dragonfly. And we've got rose, and rose, and we've got this double heart. That's what we'll do. Okay. I got some charms out. Charms! Believe it or not, I'm going to put charms on here. Okay. Go to the middle. And grab a dragonfly charm. Since I didn't have doilies, you get charms. Tie it in a knot. Think they'd be way too big? Journal holes. Oh, what did I just do? Okay. I had both pieces tied through. There we go. And then we'll put a rose on one. Tie a knot around the charm. Hey y'all, if you would, give a thumbs up to this video, share it with your friends, and after the video is over with, leave a comment on the description. Tell me what you like the most about this journal kit that I used, or the journal that I made today. I don't know. I may find some ribbon here to tie it shut. Do another rose. I don't know what I'm going to do next week yet. I kind of like this kit. I may do it again. If there's another kit that you want to see, and I'm not doing winter, sorry, I'm not in the mood. I'm getting ready to go on vacation and I don't want to think about the snow. I've got a couple of tutorials that I have recorded that I now have to sit down at my computer and edit. I won't be here on January the 24th, I think that's right, or February, oh, I can't remember, the following Monday. I won't be live. I'll have a recorded tutorial that I'll put up here. It probably won't be a whole journal. It'll just probably be a tutorial showing y'all how to do something that I'll record. I think I already know what I'm going to do. I've got some mini journals over here that I didn't get made. So we'll just make those in a tutorial. How's that? Oh, you think I should just go ahead and do it again? More heart journals, Nadine says. Okay, then I'll do another. It'll be different, but I think what I might do is go through all my kits and pull different pages out of each one to make one journal next week, which will give me less stress if I only have to make one. I don't know why I try to stress myself out and make 3 journals, but you know, it's how we are. It's how we roll. And if you're interested, you want me to sell one of these journals, just let me know after the live stream. Just send me a message to my website. All right, I'm going to do 2 things. I'm going to stamp in the back, journal made by, sign all of the journals. And then I think we're going to do a flip through. This journal, oh, I was going to find a ribbon. That's what it was. I was going to find a ribbon to tie around the outside edge. To tie it shut. Okay. Get this on a flat surface so I can stamp it correctly. Ugh. This journal made by, that's a stamp in my shop. All right, let's sign it. And this is a 1/3 of 2022. Wow, it's crazy. 1/3 of 2022. All right, let's get some ribbon or lace. Is that big enough? Well, it's not coffee dyed though. Maybe something like that. I think I've got some more of that. Let me see what I did with it. I think it's okay with the contrast of the white lace. You get lace. You can take this lace off and use it somewhere else if you so choose. Okay. You like it? You love it? Love it. Just putting everything back in my little junk journal tools. Sometimes it doesn't want to go back in the same way that it came out. There we go. Okay. So, let's pick a winner of the journal cards from Lori. Let's pick two winners. Gosh, I can't even do it. Two winners. Thank you so much, Ruby Lily. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, let's go giveaway. And let's pick the first winner. The first winner for these journal cards is Barb Dingwell. Congratulations, Barb. You're getting a set of two of these handmade journal cards from Lori Merchant. Yay! All right, and then I'm going to pick a second winner. Connie Barch, you're going to get a set of these two journal cards from Lori Merchant. I'll be mailing those out probably next week when I get paid. Okay, let's reset off here, go like that. All right, so the last giveaway is for those who've donated, and we had Barb, Laura, Kathy, Ada, Nadine, Robin, Morgan, Ruby Lily, Janice, Lori, and Margie. So these people, you are welcome to join the raffle. If you want a chance to win one of these journals, just make a donation of any dollar amount. Remember that your donation is a membership to my website, and in that membership you get some free digital downloads. You also get a discount on items from my shop, as well as what else? My undevoted love. All right, so I'm going to show you the one that has the fluffier lace on the end, because it has a difference in one of the journal pages, and then I'll just flip to that page in this other journal. What you will be able to do here at the end is, if you want to win one of these journals, when I call your name, you just tell me which one you want. Maybe I'll put something on. We'll say the Parish journal, the fluffy, or the blue butterfly, or just the crown. So Paris, blue butterfly, or the crown. So this is using the Victorian Rose digital kit from Calico Collage. I have coffee dyed some lace. I've also used Tattered Angel's Glimmer Mist to dye some fabric or lace and papers. And this is one of Norella's images. I had this really pretty blue trim left over from the Winter Bliss journal kit subscription box, and I used that by gluing it down on the edge of the page. I just thought it was really sweet. Here I use a page that I dyed with Tattered Angels, then sprayed with Tattered Angels, stamped. These are in my shop. This is one of Norella's papers over here. Put some lace down the edge with glue. Used the January Stencil Club with a spray that is the dried lavender. Tattered Angels, one of Norella's images from the Victorian Rose kit. In the background, I use the French script. Over here, we made this pocket live. So this was a book page, a dictionary page that I sprayed with Tattered Angels, and I sewed a piece of lace on top. Then we also stamped and watercolored these little robins and put the word lovebirds. It's a stamp from Beeline Designs. I've got this little journal card from Norella. This is one of her romantic pages, digital pages that she offers in her shop. This is a little tiny envelope, and I did print it back to back, so you got the print on the inside. I didn't put anything in it, so that's up to y'all, whoever gets the journal. And it's been stitched around the outside edge. Over here, I used one of Norella's Fussy Cut and one of her journal cards to put here. Another one of Norella's images over here, where I added some lace. This is, again, some lace that was left over from Winter Bliss. Another one of Norella's images. Here I used all rubber stamps, and then this is a scrap of the digital. So all of those are rubber stamps. This is a rubber stamp on top of a digital that I put in here. So if you want a library card stamp, I got two of the large cards in different fonts and one mini, and I put a little swirl on the back of that tab. So it says, "Be Mine, Valentine." This is the dotted scroll, and I think it's just kind of pretty. So you've got some busy pages, and then your eyes can rest, and you have plenty of writing space here. The background is sheet music that I mopped up from the Heart Flowers stencil. A piece of coffee dyed lace onto a hymnal page, and then this is another text spot. So I know I have a couple of little journal cards left, so I'll just put that blue one in there. And then behind there is some tag. Actually, I'm going to switch this. I'm going to put this in here, and I'll put this little NARP card there, and then the mason jar in the back. I used a paper punch to make an edge, so we've got fabric or lace and paper used on the edges. It's another one of the fussy cuts. Here I tore the page and layered it on top of the music. This is from the Enchanted Rose kit. This was some dyed lace that was given to me, I believe, by Lori Merchant. And then one of Norella's butterflies. Here I stamped the large butterfly in Distress Ink Walnut Stain, and then we'd use the Heart Flower stencil on top, and then this is the rose border stamp. Over here is stenciling again, and that is the Hearts with Flair. This is Norella's kit. This is some of Norella's digitals, and then I had some trim, some lace down the edge. That was avocado dyed. Rubber stamp, rubber stamp, rubber stamp, rubber stamp, rubber stamp, stencil, digital, 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 sheet music or hymnal, stamp, 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 and this comes out. So if you can want to put some other stuff in there, you can. And then over here, like that. Grrr, Margie says. Yeah, the Tattered Angel spray, it does. Yeah, get the dazzling, especially if you have other brands and they don't sparkle, but they're sprays. Get the dazzling diamonds, and then you can spray over whatever you put down, and it adds sparkle. Stamp, stamp, stencil. And then made a little pocket. This is a rubber stamp, stamped in the background, sprayed with Tattered Angels. One of Norella's images, my stamp on Norella's images. Yeah, there you go, Robin. Good job, good job. And then stamp, 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 stamp. And then digital here that I layered, and that's part of the hymnal sheet music. All right, and this is the difference between the journals. This is the only journal that has this little guy in it. I used a scrap and made a belly band. And then this opens up and you get additional little jar. And I stenciled with the Diamonds with Flair in the background. I put some trim on the pockets, like so. And then this ties up. Oh, it goes over this way. Come on now. Like so. And then that goes right there. And then we just kind of repeat some of our pages. We've got a little text spot here. And then this is a pocket back here. Come on now. That has 2 journal cards in it. And then there's our little fabric tab we made to go on our page. Butterfly. I like the blue, pop of blue on pink every once in a while. This is glued completely down. It's not a text spot. This is glued all the way down. And then there's the back. All right, so I'm going to close this one up, and I'll show you the difference in one of the other journals. All right, here's the one with the blue butterfly. And the sheet music page. Where is it? Here it is. It has a pocket like this. and then a journal card this way. You like that? Alrighty. So, and the rest of it is pretty predominantly the same. They just have some different images for the pages, but the concept is laid out basically the same. Okay? But if there's a journal that you want me to flip through, just yell out, flip through the one with the butterfly on the front, or flip through the one that says Paris again, or flip through the one that has the crown. Okay. Waiting for you. Any questions before we draw the winner? And I think that's what I'll do is next week I'll make another heart-related journal. How's that? Okay. Woohoo! He's generous with the bucks. He gave y'all 17. Good job, good job. I guess I could put him down here. Alrighty. I don't see any questions, so I guess you're all good. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 people. Hey, Shank Joe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 10 people in the raffle. Who are we missing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Is it Kathy? Kathy, did you leave? Kathy Orlando, are you still here? You're not in the raffle. I'm giving you a second. You love these? Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Was this kind of fun to see a different idea? Which one had the folded thingy? The one with the big lace. That's why I did it that way, so we would know. The folio, this had the folio. The one with the thick lace had the folio that says Paris. That has the folio. These have pockets. Okay. Kathy, are you still here? Yes, another heart-related journal. Okay, that's what we'll do. I'll use some of the leftover bits I have, and we'll do it. We'll just do it. More hearts. We'll get our heart going. Or is it heart? I'm not very good at it. Heart. The fluff monster! Did the lace get inserted sideways? I guess you could say that. I just put it down this way. It was, it reminds me of bias tape, lace bias tape, and that they folded it over. They probably did a loop like this and then sewed down this edge to make it finished. Yeah, the fluffy lace is pretty. That's the only fluffy lace I have. I have a little bitty piece left over, and that's it. If you would like to see me use more fluffy lace, you may send it to 818 West Main Street, Yukon, Oklahoma 73099. All right, I'll show you the crown one. I'm waiting on Kathy to join. If she doesn't join, then we will just go on without her. All right, so here's one with a crown on it. And it has a butterfly at the first page. There's the heart, the little line journal page there. Move out of the way for a moment. Has a journal card. This one has an envelope. Stamping up there. Your Chinese food arrived. This one has the corner rows onto a scrap of paper. That's from Norella's kit. And I just kind of tore that and just added it as a little tuck spot. This one says Valentine. and then be mine. So this one was backwards. It's got a shorter little tag. Oh, and I just remembered I had a journal card I could put in the pocket. Tuck spot right there. I should probably do that on this one too. Where is that? Music page. There it is. Okay. Little tuck spot there. This is from the Enchanted Rose kit that's in my shop. Little tuck spot there. I tried to do a variety of little things in here so that the pages were a little different. On some cases, they weren't identical, but some of them, you know, kind of are matchy-matchy. I love the way this collage turned out. And you have writing space down here. You can even write on her face. Chomp it on your spring roll. Can't wait. All right. Was that good enough? All right. Let's pick the winner. Tell me which one you want. Which one you really, really want. Do you want Paris, Butterfly, or Crown? And the winner is... da-da-da-da! Ruby Lily! Congratulations! She's on a winning streak now. This is her second journal. She's won. She's been with me for a little while now. And congratulations. Which one would you like? And congratulations. You want the Butterfly, the Paris, or the Crown? Can't have spring rolls now. It's winter time. Ooh, tater tot casserole. Yummy. I'll have to look one up. We bought some tater tots. They're frozen little mini ones. Maybe I need to look up a recipe to use them. Bye, Barb. Yay! You have fallen in love, especially that you've won. Yay! Butterfly, please. Okay. Then you'll get the butterfly one, and I will save these. This one will go to her. I'm going to take pictures of my journals, and I'm going to try to keep a record of them this year. All right, everybody. So, yeah, give Robin a break. She was stamped on today. Exactly. Thank y'all for being here. I hope you had a good time here. Again, if you'll give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends. If you will leave a comment, what was your favorite part of the video today? I'd greatly appreciate that. What else? Check out the Friendly Junk Journal People Facebook group. I did post the challenge. So I'd love for you to share your... Let's see, what was it? Paper sack envelope pocket that you can share. Oh, thank you, Ruby. Thank you. You want to make the folio now? The folio is super cute. You have to get it. You're very welcome, Ruby Lily. So if there's anything you need, you have questions, let me know. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next week. We're going to do more hearts. I don't know what, if there's going to be a predominant kit that I'll use or not, but we'll see what we can come up with. All right, everybody. I've got to figure out how to turn this off. It's always learning, right? And you have an amazing week. May you be blessed. May you have a moment every day to create something. And even if it's just a little bitty thing. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Lots of love to you. Bye.